Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode with me, showcasing another KATIBA product. The star of today's show, the ceramic coat spray from KATIBA. So let's jump right into it. 100 ml of, oh my goodness. Now, what is this product? This product right here, with its formulation and ingredients, will make your vehicle become a showstopper. That's right. It is SiO2 based, like a ceramic coating. Very easy for beginners. That's right. So if you don't want to deal with the hassle of ceramic coating, knowing how to apply, prepare, blah, 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 this is the one that you want to have it. Quick and easy to apply. It gives you the benefits that a ceramic coating gives you, with the exception of durability, because this guy right here will give you up to a year of protection. This guy right here is easy to apply, very forgiving. You will get some crazy glossiness, hydrophobics, self-cleaning properties. Also, they have some special polymers in here that makes this product flexible, which increases durability. That's why you get up to 1 year with this bad boy. This guy right here is a must-have. You can use this as a topper as well, or your single layer application. You know, you have a vehicle that you haven't taken care of for a while, you need some love, you can start with this. You don't have to worry about crazy paint correction, although this project will require, and you'll see why I am doing that, but it's not mandatory. You know, you can wash your vehicle as long as your surface is clean with no contamination, nothing embedded into the clear coat. You can just spray on, wipe it off, and you're good to go. Yes. All right. So let's jump right into it. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, let's go over the process, because I want to make sure that you understand what's going on. The vehicle that I'm working on today is a BMW X5. The color is a very beautiful, dark burgundy-ish color, like a red wine. I don't know how to describe. I will show you shortly. I don't know how BMW calls it, but unfortunately, this paint surface has deeply embedded hard water spots throughout the entire vehicle. Yes, that's very unfortunate. Especially here in my town, ladies and gentlemen, it's a very common thing. We get, like in my home, for example, 550 parts per million. If you don't know what that is, ask Google, ask ChatGPT, ask what that can do to the paint surface, and you'll be shocked. With that said, guys, no acid pre-wash, no water spot remover will solve this problem that we have in today's project. I did a test panel and that's not gonna do it. So I'm gonna begin the process with a alkaline pre-wash and a contact wash to remove all the organic contamination. Then I'm gonna skip the acid pre-wash and jump straight into removing the iron, because the paint surface has some embedded iron as well. When I rub my hand onto the paint surface, it feels like kind of like a sandpaper. Yeah, it's pretty gritty, so we need to get rid of that stuff as well. So I'm gonna use a synthetic clay mitt with an iron remover to take care of that situation. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to, of course, rinse off, dry off the vehicle. Then I'm going to begin the paint correction process to remove the water spots and some swirl marks and scratches. And once the paint correction is finished, then we're going to panel prep to remove all the remaining polishing oil residue and apply KATIBA ceramic spray coating. That's pretty much what's going to happen. Other than that, I'm gonna take care of the interior, of course, off camera. And then on camera, I'm also gonna do wheels, tires, and fender wells, all right? So, showtime, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Alright guys, so it is now time to begin the alkaline pre-wash. I have diluted the impact foam on the Quivr foam cannon, 10:1 ratio, okay? This will help remove some of the organic contamination as well as some of the protection that might still be on this vehicle, okay? So let's go ahead and get it done. Now I'm gonna let it do its job. So I'm gonna let it sit for another 1 or 2 minutes. It's been about a minute. And then I'm going to rinse it off and follow up with a contact wash. Alright guys, so it's now time to do some contact wash. I have diluted the impact foam into my bucket of water. Okay, they recommend anywhere in between 2 to 3 ounces on a 5-gallon. I have about 4 gallons, so I added 2 ounces. Okay, so here we go. By the way, guys, you can purchase any of the products at the House of Rags website, and the links are all down below. Don't forget to apply my promo code so you can get a special discount, which is PAL for my company initials, Pristine Auto Lab, or your pal, okay? Thank you, guys. Alright guys, so I have just finished washing this vehicle. Now I'm going to have to add another process. This clear coat has some embedded contamination that will only come off with a mechanical decomp process. So for that, I'm going to be using a synthetic clay mitt and my deep iron remover to remove all that bad stuff. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And once I'm done with that, I'm going to do a quick water behavior test so you can see that there's no protection left on these panels. And then move on to drying off the vehicle, polishing, and then applying KATIBA's ceramic spray, okay? All right, let's do some water behavior test before I dry off the vehicle. Here we go. I have just finished cleaning. As you can see, sheeting very slowly. No protection whatsoever left on these panels. I have deeply etched into the clear coat hard water spots, which is very common here in Las Vegas. It's actually a nightmare. And also some burr drops, okay? So I'm gonna remove all that, as well as, of course, enhance the paint and prepare for KATIBA Ceramic Spray. Now, do you have to do this? Well, if your vehicle paint is contaminated with hard water spots, burr drops, and it's not coming off, the only solution is to polish. I wouldn't apply a protection on top of contamination, honestly, okay? Now, if your paint is looking good, you can definitely skip this process, okay? So if you are an enthusiast and you are not like hands-on, polishing, you don't want to deal with this kind of stuff, you can definitely use KATIBA spray coating without having to polish your vehicle, okay? This is not mandatory, okay? This is optional, all right? So let me get back into it because my time is running short and I need to get this vehicle ready for my customer. Now let me give you guys a quick close-up to illustrate exactly what I mean by I am not doing a full-on paint correction, okay? Let me show you the type of results we are looking to achieve in this particular project, okay? So here we go. So this left side of the hood has been polished. Now look at this side. See? A bunch of water spots, spider webs. Again, this has been polished, okay? And once again, none of that stuff came off during the decomp process, so we have to take care of that. From the distance, looks beautiful, right? Check this out. All right, guys, so polishing is done. I removed all the etched water spots, burr drop, enhanced the paint so it's looking very shiny now. I just need one more step before I apply KATIBA Ceramic Spray, which is to do a panel prep, remove the remaining polishing residue, and I'm gonna be using Luminus panel prep for that, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then we'll finally be able to apply the ceramic spray from KATIBA. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now finally time for the star of the show. Here it is, KATIBA oil-based ceramic spray coating. up to 1 year of protection. Now the application process is very simple, guys. 1 to 2 sprays per panel, a clean microfiber towel to give the first level, flip the towel over to give the final buff, and that's it. Flip the towel. That's it. Very, very easy, simple. Leveling is easy peasy and it feels immediately extremely sleek. It gives that very buttery feeling. I'm actually going to use a second towel for the final buff, so then I don't get confused. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, final touch, KATIBA tire dressing. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's a wrap. Another one in the books. Here it is one more time. KATIBA Spray Coating. This guy right here, in my opinion, does deliver showstopper results, but I would love to hear from you. You saw the results, right? And results, it speaks for itself. So let us know. Did it blow your mind? Did it disappoint you? Also, have you ever tried this product? And if you did, share your experience with us. I would love to hear from you guys. Also, if you haven't tried this product, what are you waiting for? This is so easy to use. Anybody can use this. Beginners or like myself, professionals, anybody can use this. And it's a great product to have it on your shelf because you can use this as a single layer. You can use this as a topper to any existing protection like your ceramic coating. You know, this will enhance and protect. So go get yours today, okay? And don't forget, use my promo code PAL for my company initials or your pal, and you're gonna get a very nice discount, not only on KATIBA's products, any products that the House of Rags have in their catalog, including the ones that I showcased today. So take advantage of that opportunity. The link to their website is down below, all right? Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.